G'day guys and welcome back to the channel. You join me on a small one this morning. We're actually only going out for a small one because we've had a couple of issues. I'll explain a little bit. I haven't been for a bike ride since last Saturday. Not this Saturday, I'm talking 8-9 days ago. It's been a while. But I have some good excuses, maybe. Sunday was work. Monday, Tuesday, I don't have an excuse, I can't remember. Wednesday, I think was family day. Can't remember. Thursday is where it all went wrong. Let me explain. I mean, one of the reasons I only came on today's bike ride was to do an intro because I didn't want to do it at home, and the fact just to tick the legs over and to see what my energy levels are actually like, because 2 days ago this wasn't happening. So let me explain. 4 or 5 years ago I got sick. Didn't know how bad it would be, but I got sick. It all started out with, you know, when you start to feel like you're getting a cold or a flu along and you start to end up with sore joints and you still feel a little bit lethargic? That was me. So one morning I woke up, had sore hands, sore elbows, and thought nothing of it. Went to work, totally fine, came home, totally fine. Next day, same process, woke up, sore. Couple of days later, fingers really getting sore, like all the joints. And then we just went downhill. So off work, going to doctors, because I'm in so much pain. I mean, I can hardly move. We're talking, I was in bed for like almost 2 weeks, not being able to move. I get out of bed, get halfway down the hallway to go to the toilet and I have to stop, completely exhausted. So multiple doctors, going to doctors to get pain meds, on way too much pain meds, to be honest, probably. High amounts, like to the point now where this went on for months. I can now have it and I don't get tired. You know how when you usually have that stuff, you get a little bit sleepy because warning, may get drowsy. No, that stuff doesn't hit me anymore. It takes the edge off, but doesn't make me tired, doesn't make me woozy. That's it. That's after having months of this. The pain actually got so bad. We're talking, so yeah, I'm on heaps of pain meds. The pain got so bad that I actually went to ED. It's the emergency department. So that's how bad we're talking. I'm there, seeing a doctor, waiting, and got to see a specialist. He looks at me and says, oh yeah, cool, we do all these tests, blood tests, all this sort of stuff. I believe you have rheumatoid arthritis. Okay then, what the hell's that? Now here's the issue. I have all the symptoms of rheumatoid arthritis, but none of the inflammatory markers from all the tests. So all the joints, no inflammation. So when you give me anti-inflammatories, doing absolutely nothing. That's why it's like not taking the pain away. But he starts me on methotrexate. Now, I didn't know much about this, but my wife, or now wife, was actually living in the UK. Her mum has rheumatoid arthritis, and she was very against me taking it because it can seriously screw your body up, this stuff. Like, it's strong stuff. It's like, this is a weaker amount of what you'd take if you're having cancer medication. So it's pretty strong. So yeah, the wife did not want me to take that. I started taking it. I said, I'll try it for a little bit, see how it goes. Tried it for a little bit, no change. Went to another specialist thinking, okay, let's see if the first guy had it right. The next guy said I had a weird thing called fibromyalgia. He looked at me and said, no, you don't have rheumatoid arthritis. You have the markers for it, like the pain markers, but nothing in the system. So you must have fibromyalgia. Again, what the hell is that? After doing some Googling and after even Eva's explaining it, no one knows what it is and what it does, really. We know what it does, like it affects the body and affects people in way different ways. If I had it, I had a very small dose of it, but there's no cure. So it's like, oh, here's a explanation of what you got. Tough luck. There's nothing that can really change or help you. I'm in pain, agony. Like, we're talking ankles, knees, fingers. I got to the point where I couldn't even lift anything. Like, I'm a photographer. I couldn't hold on to my camera. Some days, some mornings I'd wake up and I'd have no strength in my hand. Like, absolutely no strength. Like, I couldn't even open your little jar, like Vegemite or peanut butter. No, couldn't open it. Milk, couldn't open it. Even if it was already cracked, still couldn't open it. Like, I was weak. The hands were weak. And then the next day, totally fine. So the wife now, who's a nurse, says, well, maybe you should reset your diet. So I went on, this is a good solid month of just vegetables and fruit and juicing. For the first few weeks, just juicing, like literally nothing else. Now, it takes quite a few days for your body to get rid of all the extra crap that's in there and then reset. I started to slowly introduce foods and try to figure out what would set me off. Before all this happened, I was a glass of milk a day, have some cereal, Milo, whatever. Dairy doesn't faze me. Sugar, yes. So no allergies. No issues, no allergies. Why would I have anything to do with that? So we tried introducing new foods slowly. I mean, like, we're talking tiny bit. The fruit, the juice, yep, cool for a few days. Introduce one small thing. Let it carry on for a few days. Introduce the next small thing. Make my own meals. That was the only way I knew exactly what was going to be in a meal. Apart from that, because reading a package, there's heaps of numbers, flavoring, colorings, you don't know what's in it. Now, through the first few months of having all these pains, I was still having my milk in the morning with cereal or just a glass of milk, having dairy, having butter, everything. So when I say I got bad, it was because I was bad and I kept putting more crap in my body and making myself even worse. Now, it got to the point where since body's reset, you could give me something, it would touch my tongue within a few seconds, I could tell you whether it had dairy in it, because a whole wave would go over my body of pain. Now, fast forward to now, and this we're talking about Thursday. So yeah, Monday, Tuesday, didn't do anything. Wednesday, yeah, still don't know what I did that day. But Thursday, I woke up. By 9 o'clock, my body was shutting down again. I'd been bad. These last few days, it's been raining, lots of rain. I've been eating crap food. So buying sugary things, dairy things, and we sort of changed our meals. We've been doing this like through a meal company, and we didn't realize it actually had a lot of milk in it, a lot of dairy, and it just accumulated, and my body went into a shutdown. So by 9 o'clock on 9 a.m. on Thursday, upstairs with my wife, she's getting dressed after a shower, little dude's on the bed, and I started to fall asleep, like just conk out. Went for sleep for 2 hours, woke up, we're not good. The body needs to shut down. So that's been my time. I've had to reset the body again, back to juicing, back to just having fruit. Now slowly you're introducing it. I've got my energy back. Today was the first ride, and today was the first real form of exercise apart from mowing the lawn yesterday. Yeah, I've still got the sore joints and the sore ankles, but hell, the other day, like, I had my hips. I've never had pain in my hips before. I look like an old man walking. You see, it was pretty hard back then because for so long I was off the bike. For so long I wasn't doing any exercise. I couldn't move, didn't want to move. And man, I use cycling and exercise as a stress relief. It just bottles up. I mean, once you get on the bike and do a couple of Ks, I come back, my head's so nice and clear. So back then it was difficult. Even this week it's been a struggle just to get out. Oh. Yeah, I can come and collect him. I'm just on a bike ride, but I won't be there for like another hour, half an hour to an hour. I've just had a phone call from my daycare, and my little dude possibly has hand, foot and mouth, because some other kid in there has hand, foot and mouth. So lucky me, you're gonna go down and collect him. I guess the biggest thing is all about management. If you know what happens with your body, you're sweet. But when one morning you wake up and you're totally fine, the next morning your body's like, nah mate, you can't have what you want. It's a weird feeling. By the way, my cat's here. Yes, eaters will lick you to death. Me, yes. My wife, take it or leave it, you can see. Alright, so it's night time. I put the little dude to bed. Thought I'd do a bit of a recap. Firstly, thanks a lot for listening all the way through. The body's feeling pretty good. I've had no flare-ups from today's exercising, which I was a little bit concerned about, doing a little bit more strenuous than anything. But yeah, nice and cruisy bike ride. And like I said, little things add up to big things. And as you can see, me not managing what my own body has to go through, it sort of added up to a big thing. Like I said, thanks a lot for watching, guys. And I guess I'll catch you on the next one. Bye.